before we go on live,
Too late.
can I use my computer to get the email set up on it? Like through the like, would it be through the app or through Outlook?
Larry, did you hear his question?
It's 6 o'clock.
Larry,
Hold on just a minute.
Okay.
he's thinking.
Okay. That's his case, okay.
We're live now on YouTube. So what was the question?
Well, it was a question that I can email you about.
Okay.
All
You-
right. Well, it's 6.
You want to get your email set up on your computer?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the question.
Am I the only one getting feedback?
I'm not getting any.
I'm not getting
It's
any.
just me.
Okay. I'd like to
I'm
call
only hearing
the
it.
meeting of the Lawrence County Developmental Disabilities to order March 9th, 2021 at 6 p.m.
Mike Gore,
Present.
Tanner Huff,
Present.
Deborah Jones,
Present.
Sarah Marks,
Here.
Lou Piles,
Here.
Brandon Smith,
I'm here.
Steve Thompson.
Here.
Julie, is there any change to the agenda?
No.
Okay, the adoption of the agenda is set. Is there any public comments, Larry?
There are not.
Okay. Everyone get a copy of the February meeting minutes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any comments, changes? If not, I need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make the motion, Debbie.
Thank you. Second?
A second.
Thank you, Sarah.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yeah.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
Miss Marks,
Yes.
Miss Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, board committees, Finance Committee report from Steve.
Yeah, I'll read it. The Finance Committee met on February 14th, 2021 to review the 5-year capital improvement plan and consider a request to transfer funds from the general fund to the capital improvement fund. To assure that adequate funding is available for capital improvements, the Finance Committee is recommending the board approve Resolution 03-01-2021 included under new business -A on the agenda. That's the committee report.
Okay.
So,
And everyone, does everyone receive the Finance Committee report?
Yes.
Okay. I need
Oh, I did, Debbie.
the minutes.
the minutes.
Yes.
Julie, does everyone receive that?
Everyone received the minutes.
The minutes, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the February Finance Committee meeting report. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Ms. Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes. Can you hear me?
You can now.
Mhm.
Okay, finance and expenses. Amy?
Yes, ma'am. General fund expenses through February 28th exceed revenues by $410,409.41. We've received 606.14% of budgeted revenues through February. And expenses, excuse me, I'm tongue-tied tonight. Expenses are currently below projections. Are there any questions?
I don't have any.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
No, Debbie, I don't.
Okay, we need a motion to approve the February finance and expense report.
I'll make the motion. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
I'll
And-
second it.
Thanks, Steve.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Mrs. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Ms. Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Superintendent report.
Yes, I submitted a written report ahead of the meeting, but I did just want to give a couple highlights. One, with our finances, I just wanted the board to know that Amy and I have been working. We did meet with the finance committee. We are working on various projections based on various scenarios that we will be bringing to the board at some point regarding the future and what we're going to need to do to deal with our deficit, because although we are, like Amy reported, spending less than what we're taking in, we still have a deficit. We're still deficit spending. So we are working on a lot of different scenarios because I would say by the end of this year, we're going to have to make a decision about what we're going to do as far as, are we going to, try to make it out, 5 years and what that would mean for the organization. Are we going to try to ask for a replacement levy? But we're going to have to make a decision at some point on how we're going to address the deficit. And it's not something we need to do now, not something we need to do next month, but I just wanted you all to know that at some point this year, we will be bringing you a variety of projections and forecasts based on different scenarios, so that you can make a decision by the end of this year on what we're going to do within the next couple of years. So I wanted to say that. And I want you all to know that we are working very hard to try to get providers in the area that will provide vocational services. That is an area that we hit strongly in our strategic plan. And I have met with PALS, and I forget, here it is, PALS. Well, it doesn't say it on here, what they stand for, but they are a provider agency that provides a variety of services during the day for people, which is what we need, as well as employment. I'm also working with Goodwill, the one based out of Chillicothe. I'm going to be meeting with them hopefully next month, but we are trying to increase our provider capacity, especially in the area of day services and vocational services, because people want to work, people want to be productive, but we have to have the providers. That's the missing link here in Lawrence County. having those providers. So I just want you to know I'm working very hard on developing provider capacity in the county. And that will also do a lot for our brand, and will do a lot to get us out, get our people out in the community, and, get us recognized so that people see, the value of our services. So I'm very excited about some of these new partnerships on the horizon. So I just wanted to just touch base on that and let you know what some of the highlights are of what I've been working on. That's all I have.
Okay. Old business. Do we have any old business?
No. I
New
am going
business. Go ahead.
I'm going to share my screen as we move on to the next topic.
The new business resolution transfer funds to capital improvement.
Yes.
Resolution 0301/2021.
So, as I said, Amy and I have been working really, really hard on future planning with our budget, trying to go over every nook and every cranny of every line item in our budget, make sure that things are accounted for so that we know where we stand financially. So I had Jeff took some time and did a 5-year maintenance plan. I don't think it's a good idea to have, money sitting in the general fund that we know we're going to have to spend within the next 5 years on roofing and other issues and other projects. So this is what we did discuss with the finance committee when we met. I went over this in light of our current forecast, and we are allowed, if we have a plan and we have a resolution from the board, we are permitted by law to move funds over into a different fund than our general fund, which would be called capital improvements. In that way, that money is separate, and it will help us assure that we have those dollars accounted for. We can always move them back, but we wanted to go ahead and get them moved because we know we've got things coming up that we're going to have to deal with. And I did not want there to be something, okay, we got a hole in the roof, and there not to be any kind of planning for that or allocation for that. So what I am proposing based on this plan, and this is the plan right here, it's for 5 years. And now with the Open Door School Playground, our plan is to work with the Boosters Club to try to raise funds. That is like one of the most important things that we need for Open Door at this point, is a playground. We do not have one. So we are, that is something that we're going to try to solicit funds for through our Boosters Club. But things like lighting, we need lighting updates, and the canopy, for instance, in front of Open Door has holes in it. It's the original canopy. There's just a lot of different things, including roofing, signage to this campus that we're going to have to do. And basically, when we sold the South Point building, we did not at that time, we just put everything in the general fund until we saw how everything would sort out. Because I didn't want to do this twice, because I knew that we would probably need some of those funds from the sale to get us projected out at least 5 years, and so in which we did. And then once I saw where we landed and was assured that we could make it out at least 5 years, then we were able to say, okay, what can we move over from these funds to the capital improvement fund so that these are kept separate. So that's what we've done. And the total is $500,000 is what we're asking to move over. And again, we can always move them back if we would need to. But the resolution that you have in front of you is what the finance committee is asking that you approve, and it is done in accordance with the local auditor's office. I've already got this cleared through them, and this is what this is the way we need to do it. And we had to kind of break it down so that there wouldn't need to be a resolution done every single time that we went and purchased something for this. So that's why there's like four different steps to this. So Amy can probably answer questions better than I can. She's the one that did the resolution, if you have any questions. But this is the language that we have to use according to the auditor's office in order to do this. So I will open it up for questions and discussion.
The 5-year maintenance plan that you have here, was that something that was already in existence or had just been developed, just basically trying to plan for the future?
Yeah, some of this stuff we knew we needed to do. Some of it came out during the strategic planning process when we looked at what needs to be done around our campus. And so I asked Jeff to take all of that, what he had already planned, and then what we had found out through the planning process, and then he developed this. So Jeff, do you have anything you want to add? I don't know where you're at, but
I'm here.
okay.
Yeah, we've always had a continuous maintenance plan, long-term plan. Of course, just in the last few months, especially since we got sold the early childhood center building, it's changed dramatically. So, like Julie mentioned, she had me a couple of weeks ago just go in and really tweak it and base it around what facilities we have left now. And that's what this is. A lot of this was pre-existing on the old maintenance plan, but again, it's just been updated. Took a lot of things out from the early childhood center that were in it, and we added a few other things too that we talked about, and obviously things that are going to be needed to be done in the future, in the next 5 years.
Okay, thank you.
Can you scroll up so that I can see the other
Sure.
page?
Is that did you want to see year 2?
Did you have more of them on there? I thought I saw. Was it just year 2?
I have 5 years.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see the other one.
Sorry. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he has emergency repairs on every year. And has, the roofs spread out. And again, this doesn't lock us in. It just enables us to get this money out of our general fund and into a different fund, because we know at the very least, we have to replace our roofs. There's already one leaking at the other building. So we don't really want this money sitting in our general fund when we know that it's really spoken for, so to speak. So because it is something we're allowed to do. And I got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, why, we really should use this different fund. Now, there's also a line item in our general fund for these types of expenses. But to me, it's just cleaner to get it out into a totally different fund that we can work with, because we know that we have to keep up capital. We have to keep our buildings in shape. So I I didn't want to run us short. You know, and there'd be a big expense, and then we're having to figure out where we're going to take it from.
But Julie, the 11 years that I've been there, Jeffrey's right. We've always had a 3 or 5 year plan to do, especially roof repair and everything. And I just think this is an excellent plan. I think Jeffrey's done a great job with it. So,
yeah, and like I said, it's not in stone. It's just a way, you know, you have to justify moving your funds into this.
right.
You know, you have to be able to justify it. So, like I said, I've already got it approved by the auditor's office. They just wanted us to do this resolution, and I got it approved. Of course, the finance committee, we talked a lot more in depth about it, and how, and our, you know, in our forecast, and how this will impact everything. And I know that they are supportive of it.
I'm good with it.
So am I.
Sounds good.
And we've got to get eventually, which he has broke down, this lighting needs to be updated to LED. You know, that's one thing in our strategic plan. I wanted him to look at where are we spending unnecessary dollars, and some of this stuff I think is in our, we want to get our power usage bill down, and, you know, upgrade, but it's very expensive. I mean, you have to put money up front, unfortunately, to save money. So he spread it out, but at least we're addressing it. But like the lighting outside is no good. When we ran those clinics, I mean, it's scary out there. It's so dark. So, and if we're going to start, when things start opening up and we want this campus utilized, you know, we have to have, I mean, lighting is a safety issue. So, because I know I was afraid walking out there a couple times. What'd you say, Jeff?
Julie,
Yeah.
this is Tanner. Which campus are you talking about?
Where our board office is and our school.
Okay. Okay,
that's what I'm calling our campus.
Okay. Yeah, I had actually been in there once or twice before my swearing in, and like I noticed that the building needs like brighter light.
Yeah.
For
it's
for especially people that need that to see.
Mm-hmm. And again, the reason I waited on this instead of just, you know, we could have just taken all the proceeds from the sale of the ECC building and put into this fund, but I knew we would need some of those proceeds just to put in our general fund. So so that's why we decided we'll just put it on the general fund, let everything flush out, and then we'll look and see what we can realistically move from the general fund over. And we feel we could do the 500 right now, realistically, without it hurting us.
Yeah.
And Julie, do you need a motion for that?
Yes. And then, yes, I need a motion.
Yeah, we need a motion to transfer the funds to the capital improvement.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, ladies.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Mrs. Marks,
Yes.
Mrs. Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Julie, I have a question. Do the board members have to sign the resolution?
Yeah, we normally on this kind of resolution have everyone sign, so we'll have to figure that piece out. But for all the purposes that we have right now, we can go ahead and move forward, but we will need to get everyone's signature. And we can do that even electronically.
Yeah,
If we
that'd
need
be
to.
good. Yep.
Okay.
Except I don't know how to do that. So
Well,
I'll
you can-
come, Stein.
You can always stop by, can't you?
Yeah, Julie, I
Yeah.
had a question. The playground equipment,
Mm-hmm.
is it gonna be is it gonna be like accessible
Yes.
equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. We would want it to be. We would want it to be. There's actually a committee Jeff's putting together to work on that project.
Okay.
And we do have the gentleman whose wife passed away.
Yeah.
That I forget his name.
Brown.
Mr. Brown. Jeff, did you ever find out if he will serve on the committee?
He's going to, yes.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good.
Do
So
you?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Do you need anyone that is disabled that like to kind of be like a consultant for that?
Yeah, that would be great.
To like make sure that it's gonna work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeff can get a hold of you.
Okay.
You
That'd be great.
You want to be a part of the committee, Tanner?
Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
get you on there.
Yeah, and I know that this might like not be like because where Lauren, my fiance, is in a chair, but isn't a part of the DD like waivers. Could she be a part of it too, or does it have to be
No,
like
she could be a part of it.
okay? Okay, because that would be good for her because she could get like I could use my walker or my chair, but she could give you all the perspective from a chair user that like can't use like a walker.
Right. That would be great. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome, and I'll let her know about it.
All right.
Okay, DD Awareness Month updates.
So it is DD Awareness Month, and it is different because unfortunately we couldn't do Chili Fest again. But we do have billboards that's going to be going up. One of them will not be up until April because that's the only time we could get it, but it is in Proctorville. And I don't know. I wish I would have thought, Lisa, to have that picture of what they're going to look like. But isn't it on our Facebook page?
Yeah, I can email it to him.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's our, we actually have it on our Facebook page as well. It was designed by Tim, and, you know, it is DD awareness. We're supposed to be, you know, doing things to increase awareness. And we are doing like a review of, I forget what you're calling it, Lisa,
It's a throwback to Chili Fest.
Yeah, throwback to Chili Fest, where we're going to have pictures of former winners and things like that of the Chili Fest event. And when will that be done, Lisa?
We hope to have it out the end of this week.
Okay. And then we're doing an article on Tanner and his appointment to the board, his service dog, and all that he's received. He's very excited about. So we thought that'd be a great, and we're trying to get him on WSAZ first at 4.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah.
We'll see, but we're doing our best. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, we felt that was really good DD awareness in and of itself. Tanner
Yeah.
made it easy for us. And then, but like I said, we do have a big article coming out on him. And anything else you want to add, Lisa?
No, just some events at the school, the staff and student ball game, and then a balloon launch at the end of the month.
All right. So I just wanted to give you all an update on those things to be watching for.
Okay. Our next board member training?
So we had to push everything back. So we're scheduled to have another training next month. And my question was, did you want to push it back another month since you just had one, or do you want me to go ahead and schedule it for next month? Because if you remember, we were supposed to do one in February and then one in April, but I had to move it to March so Tanner could participate. So do you want to do it next month, or do you want to push the other three back?
I'd rather go ahead and do April, but that's
Okay.
just me. It's
Okay.
up to the others.
I just wanted to be sure that you had no objection to doing them 2 months in a row. So
No.
I will have something then at 5 o'clock, like I did this time, for next month.
Okay.
Any other announcements?
Nope.
Our next board meeting will then be April 13th, 2021 at 6 p.m. with a board member training at 5.
Yes.
April 16th.
What did I say?
13th.
Oh, 13th.
April 13th.
Okay, that should work for me. I had something to do the 14th, but I'll be able to do the 13th.
All of our meetings are on Tuesdays.
Okay.
The second Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We need a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All
Yay,
right.
Tanner.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well,
I do have a question for Lisa. Am I supposed to be there tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Lisa?
No, that got canceled.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was.
I'll call you after the
Okay.
meeting.
Thank you.
The I had something. The interview for the the stuff that Julie talked
press
about.
release.
Yeah. Can it be about 11:30 or noon Thursday? Because I've got the Tech Ambassador event from 10 to 11. So I might be like a little bit late if it would be right at 11.
Tanner, that has, I'm going to have to check with Tim and see if he's still going to do that. There has been a change, but
Oh.
I'm not sure what he's going to do. So let me get with Tim and I'll get back with you.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. It was good to see
Later.
everyone.
Bye.
Good
Hi,
seeing you
Kendra.
too.
Hope Di does
See ya.
okay.
Oh, thank you very much. We go back next Tuesday for her to be re-x-rayed through her cast to see if everything is lining up. She has been a trooper through all this.
Bless her heart.
You know, she is in some pain, and we do pain management on her, but for the most part, you know, she tries to take the cast off like she's taking her slipper off. And then she'll try and put the cast up on her left knee, and then she'll go, "Oh God." Then she tries to take it off, and then she'll put her hand, and she'll go, "Oh my God."
Oh, bless her heart.
She just doesn't understand. But she laughed. Someone sent her a bouquet of balloons today, one of our
Oh.
neighbors up there, and she has just laughed and punched those balloons and everything. I mean,
That's good, Debbie. Bless her heart.
Dave and I are like nervous wrecks. Just because she can't tell us what's wrong,
Yeah.
we have to read her expressions, and then we ask questions, and sometimes she'll give us a positive answer. If she doesn't give us an answer at all, it usually means no.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll look at us and she'll go, yeah, like, okay, what do you think, guys? But she's being a real trooper. And today, Dave and I looked at each other, we go, and it's only day 3.
Oh, bless her
Well,
heart.
we'll get through it.
Yeah. Good.
I appreciate all the kindness.
Take care.
You
Right.
guys
See you
too.
later.
Take care, everyone.